Green Bay, Wisconsin. How the hell are we doing? In 2015, I picked up a video camera and made my first piece of Packers content. And after nearly a season of episodes, I sent a Hail Mary email to Packers president Mark Murphy to see if he would come on my show for an interview. And to my surprise, he responded nearly immediately, and even more miraculously, agreed to meet with me in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So in the summer of 2016, I sat down for a 90-minute interview with Mark Murphy. With a Kmart across the street from Lambeau Field and Titletown's construction getting underway, this was not only my first interview with Mark, but was also the first time we discussed bringing a major event to Green Bay, the NFL Draft.
You know, we're bringing people to the area now with Titletown. They'll have a really nice hotel, a restaurant.
Maybe get a draft here. It's just
that'd be nice.
Yeah. Almost every year since 2016, I've sat down with Mark, and each year we would talk about all the progress that Titletown was making, and of course, trying to get the draft.
We have notified and applied to host a draft, but we are looking at 2022 or after.
So in 2023, when the NFL finally announced that the draft would be coming to Green Bay, it was the culmination of nearly a decade of work by Mark Murphy and the Packers staff. I also knew that I had to be there. So this past Monday, under the guise of a pre-draft interview, I spoke with Mark Murphy once again. But then at the end of the interview...
I do have a request.
Okay, I got you.
We have an availability. We need somebody to announce our pick in the 6th round, pick 198, and we would like you to be able to announce our pick. Pick 198. Not necessarily relevant, but pretty close.
That's a great number. Yeah, no. If you can't find anyone to fill that spot, I will.
No, you're the guy. You got it.
And this was just the start of an insane week. The week kicked off with an in-studio interview with Chris Roth from WBAY. Chris and WBAY have been so incredibly kind to us over the years. From covering 30 and 30 to Fan of the Year to a live interview during the 1 million stream, Chris has consistently gotten the word out for whatever crazy endeavor we've been doing over the past few years. So when Chris asked if we could do an in-studio interview to promote the fan event with Big Brothers Big Sisters in Northeast Wisconsin, I was more than happy to stop by. I've had some insane opportunities over these past 10 years, but I think this one has gotta be, it might be the coolest thing I'd ever do, so.
All right, well, we'll all be watching closely on Saturday.
On Wednesday morning, the NFL and YouTube invited me to the Prospect Clinic, where I got a chance to talk to Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, and ask Ashton Genty not to go to the Bears. I do have to ask, as a Packers fan, we are in Green Bay. If the Chicago Bears do call you, can you say no thank you?
I can't, man. They're going to put a lot of money in my pocket, so.
Ashton, congratulations, man. I appreciate you. All of this was going on as kids from Special Olympics Wisconsin got to run drills and interact with some of the biggest stars from this year's draft. After the Prospect Clinic, we were able to go to the draft experience for the first time. This included a Packers-created dive bar that was set up across from Lambeau Field, allowing draft goers to get a small preview of the real dive bars you see throughout Wisconsin. Seeing the draft experience in person, it became evident very quickly that Green Bay was going to be one heck of a host. From the small businesses that line the draft experience to all of the locals coming together and making this the most special event they possibly could, this was the draft that only Green Bay could do. And they did it so damn well. I then met some awesome folks at the Cheesehead TV event at the Bay Park Square Mall, a mall that I am very familiar with, as when I couldn't afford prices at the Packers Pro Shop, I would go to the local Kohl's and see what was on sale and try to get some Packers memorabilia to bring back to New York. We ended the evening in downtown Green Bay, closing out a bar at 2 a.m. and even stumbling upon some Grass People food, which made me very happy. And yes, I went back there multiple times.
Tom found his happy place.
Tom got bacon food in Green Bay.
Last year, I had the opportunity to go to the NFL Combine for the first time, where I ran the 40-yard dash. And let's just say, it wasn't my best showing. So this year, while I missed the Combine doing the Million stream, I had the chance to once again run the 40-yard dash here at the NFL Draft. My goal? To beat last year's time of 6.2. The previous night, I spent hours training for this 40-yard dash to be in tip-top athletic shape. All my lack of training had led up to this moment. Could I surpass the very mediocre time of 6.2? The world wasn't watching, and I wasn't ready.
Look at that release! Look at that form! Oh, he's flying! He's flying! 606, let's go!
But I had done it. Was it impressive? Definitely not. Should I have worn something else besides jeans and my 3-year-old sneakers from Kohl's? Yes, but I did it. And then I also kicked some field goals too.
Let's go!
Johnny said he would cut that. It was the morning of the first round of the draft, and before the doors opened, Johnny and I had the opportunity to go to the draft theater and take it all in. Standing on that stage in Green Bay, a place where I used to dream of going to when I was younger, was a surreal experience. To be here for this event was incredibly special, especially knowing that in less than 48 hours, I'd be announcing a draft pick from that very stage.
10 years, dude.
Later that night, while I was streaming the first round in downtown Green Bay, Johnny had the opportunity to be in the draft theater. And while he was there, he got to witness some history.
For the first time since 2002,
Yes!
draft a wide receiver. Matthew Golden.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
After uploading the last of the night's videos at 4 a.m., it was time to do it all again on Friday night. Now you might be wondering, did I bring an entire suitcase filled with 32 jerseys so I can film a video in a hotel conference room? You're damn right I did. And that was just the start of the day. After another long night, it was time for a few more hours of sleep until the big day. And then it was Saturday, the day that I was going to announce a Packers draft pick. But first, it was time for a 9 a.m. fan event. I didn't know how many people would show up at 9 a.m., but as the morning went on, Green Bay showed out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NFL Draft.
I was more than happy to work with Big Brothers Big Sisters as they look to recruit people to serve as mentors for the youth in their local communities, so it was the perfect opportunity to do some chaotic good. Now, I don't take any sponsors, but if you are interested in volunteering your time, you can go and check out their website. They have chapters all over the nation, so if you're looking to do some chaotic good, I cannot recommend them more.
Say his name, and he appears.
I believe in Tom Grossi. I believe in Tom Grossi.
After the fan event, we started to head to the draft theater. However, there was a slight change of plan.
Tom, what are you doing?
Standing here,
Why?
because I didn't want to sit.
Oh, why? Why are we here?
Oh, yeah, because everyone got bumped down in the draft, so I was picked 198, and now I'm 237, which is in the 7th round. We have 2 7th-round picks, so we got to hope that the Packers don't trade up and get rid of those picks. Otherwise, pain.
You are the Shador Sanders of announcing draft picks right now. You're just
They must have
sliding-
seen my 40 times. You see, all the Packers presenters got bumped down a spot as Baron Sorrell had the amazing moment of being drafted by the Packers while he was in attendance. So for the next few hours, we had to wait and see if Goody was going to trade up, potentially giving away the draft pick I was supposed to announce. I wasn't nervous at all. I was.
Keep on waiting.
Waiting. Waiting the world to change. And for me to announce a draft pick, please. But as we headed into the 7th round, it was confirmed that this was happening. And it was at that moment, it all started to hit me. As I waited backstage, it was hard not to be overwhelmed with emotions. 28 years ago, I was a 6-year-old kid in New York who loved the Packers. Anytime I got a Packers hat or jacket, it became one of my most prized possessions because at the time, there wasn't a whole lot of Packers merch being sold in New York. I still remember going to my first ever NFL game in 2002 at Giants Stadium in New Jersey. I was 11 years old and saw more Packers fans than I had ever seen in one place. And as we walked out of the stadium, I got to join with hundreds of fans in screaming, "Go Pack, go." So it's no exaggeration when I say that I used to dream about visiting Green Bay and getting a chance to step foot in Lambeau Field. It's the reason that nearly every year for over a decade, I've been coming to this place. Because even when I was 1,000 miles away, I dreamed of being here. And now, I was about to announce a Packers draft pick in Green Bay at the NFL Draft.
To announce the Green Bay Packers selection, please welcome Tom Grossi.
Green Bay, Wisconsin. How the hell are we doing?
This guy's good people. Speaking about raising money for St. Jude, he did a lot of that.
I fell in love with this team when I was 6 years old, and 28 years later, to stand in front of you in Green Bay to announce the Packers pick, it doesn't get better than this.
It's good people. Good for him. That's a big moment. He means what he just said.
I appreciate the hell out of you. With the 237th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Green Bay mother-loving Packers select Micah Robinson, DB, Tulane. Recently, life has been pretty crazy. From 30 and 30 to Fan of the Year to the international tour to streaming for a week straight to raise $1 million for charity. It's hard to put into words what these last 2 years have meant to me. From a high school social studies teacher to standing on the NFL draft stage, I know how unlikely this journey has been. And I know that all of this is temporary, but it's things like this past weekend that I will hold on to for the rest of my life. I've often said that all the chaotic good that we've done over the years is because of you. All these accomplishments would not have been possible without you. From people coming to the fan events or supporting my free show for the past decade or helping raise over $2 million for charity in just 4 years. We have done incredible things. It's people like Wes, Duke, Katie, Haley, Hannah, and Mark, members of the Packers organization who didn't have to advocate for me to announce a pick or for the Packers to do anything with me. But they did.
I have never seen you speechless, Tom.
Yeah, this is, because like this is, it's one of those things, Mark, you know, right? It's just, you talk about once in a lifetime and just announcing a pick, but to do it like here, you know, for a New York kid who used to dream of going to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Damn, man. No, that's, I appreciate you. Getting the draft in Green Bay was a journey 9 years in the making. From the first time that I ever talked to Mark Murphy to standing on the draft stage, to see this city come together and put on an amazing event and be the center of the NFL universe for 3 days, it was incredible. And for those who had a chance to be here in person, you not only got to experience a potential once-in-a-lifetime event, but you also got to experience a draft featuring some Midwest hospitality in a way that only Green Bay could have done it. I picked up a camera 10 years ago, and because of your support this past Saturday, I got to live out a literal dream. I got to go out in one of my favorite cities, representing my favorite team since I was 6 years old, and in front of tens of thousands of people, scream, "Go, Pack, go."